What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah, and today I have a box of some airplanes to share with you. Now, normally I would like to say that I have something to share from the pile of opportunity with you, something to add to that mountain of plastic, resin, and metal that we all have accumulating somewhere in our home or hobby space. However, these don't go into that pile because this box of models is coming to me painted. Compliments of my friend Steve Gursky. Like the channel, wanted to send some stuff, so we're going to be using these. He also told me about the Lead Pursuit podcast and website, which I was not aware of. They do a podcast about Blood Red Skies, which is what these models are for. And they have a website where you can get a lot of third-party models, flight stands, tokens, all kinds of cool stuff. Definitely go check them out. We'll drop a link to them down in the description. The podcast is really well put together, I'll say. The sound, from what I've listened to on the podcast, is very nice. Very, very well done, well put together production. Anyways, let's take this box, which I cut off all the information so I can show you the box. Thoroughly well packed, quite heavy. Let's see what's inside. All right, so let's see what's in here. Mercy, is this okay? Ready to roll? Always love it when there's a note. Greetings, friend. I hope this package finds you well and ready to roll dice, which it does. It absolutely does, Steve. I like what you're doing, and I appreciate your Blood Red Skies content. Well done. Thank you. So I hope this helps in adding to it. When he asked me what my favorite plane was, I definitely said the P-40, just because they're really, really, really cool. After that, I knew what I had to do, and that happens to be my favorite as well, so it's time to share the wealth. Inside the box, we're going to find 8 plane printer P-40E Warhawks, done up using Blue Falcon Hobbies 49th Fighter Group decal sheet. Blue Falcon Hobbies, check them out. I'm not familiar with them, but I'll go look into them. Steve Toth over at Blue Falcon Hobbies is also a member of the Lead Pursuit podcast team, and they provide quality products as well as a darn good podcast, which I will second that. I listened to a little bit of that earlier today when I was having my tea and my breakfast. The aircraft are 6 actual planes and 2 made up by me to fill out the roster to 8. So we got a Stardust, Typhoon Magoon, 7th Fighter Squadron, Dottie 2, 8th Fighter Squadron, piloted by Ellis Wright, Duck Butt, 9th Fighter Squadron, piloted by James Watkins, Tar Heel, 9th Fighter Squadron, piloted by George Preddy, Texas Longhorn, 9th Fighter Squadron, piloted by John Landers, and the last 2 Sharkmouth and Glip Glop made up by me. There also are 3 G4M1 Betty bombers for extra action. Those are from Plane Printer STL files and can be used in the level bomber, torpedo, or just as targets role. Primary adversary of the 49th, as well as the A6M221 Zeros during 1942 and through the entire war. Also, some washers that we can use to stabilize the flight stand for the bombers. I've heard that it can be a problem with some of the bigger planes, as well as some of the older metal models, is getting them stabilized on the flight stand. Also included a book to help me out because I'm still in the process of learning more about aviation. To Osprey includes all types of specialized content from planes or even campaigns. So very cool. So I can use that as almost like a campaign supplement there. That's really cool. So in conclusions, have fun. If I need help with the bomber rules or anything else, just let me know. And I appreciate that, man, because Steve has been super, super helpful, like on the channel with helping me clarifying rules for me and stuff like that. And I appreciate the heck out of you for it, bud. Keep up the good work. I'll keep watching. Take care, roll well, and watch your six. What an amazing gift. So let's start with this. We got some. Oh, we need the blade. We need the blade again. And we probably need it a third time. Yes. Aces of the Pacific. Aviation Elite Units. 49th Fighter Group. Oh, that's sweet. Look at all those photographs. Steve, this is amazing. Thank you very, very, very much. Outstanding. This is going to be... That's going to be the throne side book for a little bit. So we got some tokens and cards, which are always necessary. So for the P-40 Warhawk and for the Betty, for the bomber, single engine fighter. And we got great dive, 4 great dives. Awesome, because it has great dive and robust on the Warhawk and multi-engine vulnerable turret on the bomber, multi-engine vulnerable and turret on the Betty. And then more boom chits, which are always good to have around, some zoom tokens and some flight stand pieces. Now let's get in to the good. Oh, those look beautiful. Steve, you knocked this out of the park. Oh man, even did the now this is something that this is another level for me, because I do not put the decals on the bottom of the planes personally, but I think it's awesome that those are there. That's a whole nother level. This looks phenomenal. Let's see who else we got in here. Gentle. Don't manhandle the toys. Great looking planes. These are gonna be fun. These decals do look great, and they laid down really, really well. This one's got a bit more of the camo pattern on it. This is one that he sent me as a teaser pick to get my engines revved up, as it were. These look amazing, Steve. Phenomenal work. Thank you, my friend. More with that camo. Maybe the other ones had the camo pattern and I just didn't. Nope, they're just green. Very gently remove these from this foam. I want to pull them out where I can see what I'm doing, because I don't want to jank on something by accident. With the yellow nose on that. Love it. Absolutely love it. I love it when models can just go sharing. I don't have a lot of experience with like models that are already painted coming into my hands. At least not ones that are painted to this standard where I don't feel like I need to, I'm not unless it's like an eBay rescue. And these are definitely not rescue. Like, these are ready to hit the frickin' table. And they look phenomenal. All the files are from Plane Printer. I'm not sure if they have their own website or if they're operating through My Mini Factory or anything like that, but I will see if I can't track them down. Because these files are, these are great files. These are great looking little planes. And then in the box we've got a piece of cardboard. Oh my good lord, these are freaking huge. So there's the washers, and seeing the bombers, I understand why we have the washers. Holy shart. Look at this freaking thing. Holy moly. That is a big old bomber. Goodness gracious. I mean, I knew they were large. I didn't realize they were quite that large. Holy smokes. No wonder you need a washer to stabilize the base. And again, beautifully painted. Decals look amazing. This is going to open up a lot more scenario options to put on the table. I'm also going to have to make some of the pipe cleaner kind of smoke trails, because with bombers, my understanding is that they don't go down till you blow all their engines. There's one more of the Bettys. Yeah. I'm always impressed with canopies, because I feel like my canopies, when I paint them, they work, but they're just like very, very simple. And other people's canopies be looking dope. Steve, these are beautifully painted. Again, thank you so much, man. I don't even have words, man, for this kind of support and appreciation for what I do, man. It makes my heart swell up. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You've made the opportunity to get, look at the size comparison here, to get a lot more games in, a lot more variation to the games, mix it up. It's always good to know that people are enjoying the content that I'm making. If you're enjoying the content that I'm making, and you're not, Steve, consider hitting that like, subscribe, bell notification for me. It helps me out, helps me grow, helps me get more content pushed out to more people, and the more people see the content, the more the channel grows, and the more stuff I'm able to do and make and purchase and buy, and the more confident I am in reaching out to companies, because no one wants to, send cool stuff to somebody that's got like 20 subscribers. So that all of that stuff goes to helping. If you'd also like, we got Redbubble set up where you can get some cool swag, t-shirts and stuff. And some of it's channel related, some of it's just general nerdery, some of it's more metal head stuff and pop culture. There's a mix of things over there. There's a link to that in the description as well. But for today, that's going to do it for this. I don't know if I should call it a pile of opportunity, because all I got to do is stick them in the case. But that's going to do it for today for unboxing this video from my good friend Steve. Steve, again, thank you so much. Definitely go check out Plane Printer. Check out Plane Printer. He's got some amazing files out there. Check out Blue Falcon Hobbies if you're in the market for some World War II decals, or maybe even some other kinds of decals. And most importantly, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today, and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server, talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.